Some fragrances are easy to wear. These are not those. These are the fragrances that I reach for when I want it to actually feel like a special occasion. Some of these feel dressed up, others a little more intimate. One even feels like you're only going to want to reach for it for those moments you actually want to remember. Guys, if this is your first time finding me, my name is Gerard. Today we are talking about fragrances, more specifically the 7 I wore last week. So if that's content you want to see more of, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the hype button, all the good things. But let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it, starting with Sunday. Guys, this is one of those fragrances that I was so happy to stumble upon, and I have fallen in love with the house itself. The scent we are talking about is Loewe Essentia Eau de Parfum. Absolutely amazing scent. Top 10 for me right now. This is one of my favorites, and I can't, recommend this one enough. I think it is absolutely beautiful. It's so good in the air. It smells refined, masculine, quietly expensive. Has that polished, mature energy that is ideal for dressed up dinners, other things that might be a little more formal. This is a special occasion fragrance for someone that wants class and not flash. A fragrance that just effortlessly feels elevated without shouting, without having to try too hard. I've gotten many compliments from this, and I think it's also because it makes you feel a little more confident when you put this on. This is signature worthy and could be the only fragrance that you have in your entire collection. It is that good. Loewe Essentia Eau de Parfum. Guys, this next one is making a nice little resurgence. The scent we are talking about is Le Labo's Santal 33. With all of the options that we have and all the fragrances that are being marketed to us on a daily basis, we're kind of getting back to our roots, I feel, in a lot of ways. And Santal 33, for sure, fits that bill. This one feels like an event because it has such a distinguishable identity. It's dry, it's woody, it's leathery, and it is instantly recognizable by most people. Not your mass appealing, typical dress up fragrance, but it definitely feels intentional in a way. You might not even know why you recognize this fragrance. Maybe you've smelled it in passing. Maybe you smelled it on someone. Maybe, you smelled it in a hotel lobby, whatever. This is the kind of scent that makes the whole outfit and occasion feel a little bit more curated, like it was done with purpose. And really good performer, not a cheap fragrance, but still to this day, one that when I smell it on other people or out in public, I'm like, oh man, I should have wore that today. Santal 33 from Le Labo. This next one needs no introduction. The scent we are talking about is Dior Homme Intense. This is an easy pick for this week's theme. Woody, iris, cacao notes, powdery, just super sexy, nice atomizer on this thing. Just the classy looking bottle. This checks every box for special occasion wear. This is the kind of fragrance that feels like it was made for nighttime, maybe even a little bit of cooler weather, more intimate situations, close encounters, if you'd like. I mean, whatever you want to call it, dinner date, someone special. You have the whole evening planned out, and this is going to smell like one of the more classier fragrances. This is not mass appealing. If you want something that feels elegant, romantic, this is it. This is the one. You don't need to look any further. You have to be a fan of iris and powdery fragrances, and some people get the lipstick vibe that I personally don't get, thankfully, because I don't know if I'd be able to deal with that, having that scent association with like a woman's makeup bag. Nonetheless, I think this stuff is incredible. It doesn't last particularly long. It's not going to last you all day. Again, evenings out, special occasions. That's when I reach for this. Dior Homme Intense. This next one feels more special than the price might suggest. The scent we are talking about is Chiaka Femme from Cadlage, or Chiaka Silver, as some people refer to it as. This is just a beautiful fragrance. Elegant, not what you might expect. Clean, polished, and upscale in a way that could easily surprise people. There's a little bit of a fruity floralness up top, some dry woods, masculine florals. And this isn't going to be for everyone. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it is. Again, why it leans more special occasion for me. I find that when I do reach for this in the right situations, it is the only fragrance I can imagine wearing in that moment. A great example of a fragrance that punches well above its weight while giving you that put together feel. This is a clone of Reflection Man from Amouage, much more expensive fragrance, one that isn't going to be in everyone's budget, and that's totally fine. This is a nice alternative to that fragrance. No question, perfect for special occasions without the luxury price tag, and good performance as well. Shiaka Silver from Cadlage. Guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. And I am also going to link all these fragrances in the description down below for you guys. Now, this next one, amazing. One of the best fragrances in my entire collection, and it can usually be found for an absolute steal of a price. The scent we are talking about is Issey Miyake's L'Odyssée Pour Homme Intense. And if you know, you know, but get familiar because this stuff is absolutely amazing. Way darker than you might expect. Darker, richer, and more dramatic again than most people anticipate initially, and might not be what you're expecting, especially if you're just expecting an intense version of the original. The original is an incredible scent, freshy, citrus, dry, yuzu note. That's all still here, but throw in more spice, throw in incense. I mean, this thing takes a left turn for the better, and it's one of the most memorable fragrances that you will ever put your nose on. But while it's memorable, it's still in a way understated. So you're not going to overwhelm anyone. I don't want you to think that this is like a room filler. Good performer. It's just, I love the depth and complexity here. It is unmatched for the price point. Issey Miyake is arguably one of the best fragrance houses ever. They just do a fantastic job without making their fragrances unattainable price points for most people. This is essentially a budget-friendly fragrance. Absolutely amazing. L'Odyssée Pour Homme Intense from Issey Miyake. This is where my rotation got a little more of that sensual edge. One that I don't wear enough, the scent we are talking about, is Mask Milano's Tango. And this was perfumed by Cecile Zarokian, which, look her up. She has done some stunners for some amazing niche houses. And this is no exception to that. Beautiful atomizer. And wow, guys, just this is something special, I promise you. Rich, spicy, warm, and just full of personality and character. This is not a casual fragrance for me. This smells like it is made for a special occasion, wedding, something again that you want to remember as being an important day for you. Maybe you just got, you know, a promotion and you're going out to celebrate, something like that. It just is one of those fragrances that will put you in a good mood, because if you're a fan of amber, you're going to love this. If you're a fan of spice, you're going to love this. And on my skin, this just takes on a whole new sort of vibe and character. And my wife really likes this one. It's spicy. It has a cinnamon note. It just works. Everything is done perfectly. I love this fragrance. Mask Milano is a house that I want to try more of. So I'd be curious to know if you guys enjoy the house, and drop your favorite from Mask Milano in the comment section down below. Tango from Mask Milano. This next one, a no-brainer. You need to pick it up. The scent we are talking about is Gucci Guilty Elixir. And this is a bold, just incredibly masculine, floral, woody fragrance that is just, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It's one of my favorite elixirs, if not my favorite elixir. Bold, smooth, and luxurious in a very modern way. It feels richer and more indulgent than most designer fragrances. This walks the line of designer and niche. The reason I say that it's more middle of the road than one or the other, is because I haven't really smelled a designer quite like this. So in that sense, it's a unique fragrance. But then also it doesn't get too far away from an easy reach for a special occasion, like some other niche fragrances might, where they're a little more challenging and a little more, you have to be much more selective about when you're reaching for it. That's not this. This is one that I find myself wanting to wear more often than not, but also it smells different enough, unique enough to set you apart from the crowd. This one definitely carries that sort of, I plan this confidence. Like you know what you're doing. This was not an accident that I reached for this. And one that, like I said at the beginning of the video, is when you want to be remembered, you want to remember the moment, the day, and maybe even have some people remember you. This is the one that you're going to want to reach for. It is that good. I wore it on Christmas, so it was a no-brainer. I knew I was gonna wear this leading up to Christmas, and that's exactly what I mean when I say it. Great closer for the week, because it feels like the most obvious choice for a night out or a special event. Gucci Guilty, Elixir. That's it, guys. All 7 fragrances that I wore every single day last week. Special occasion fragrances, to be more precise. Drop in the comment section down below what your weekly rotation was. I always love hearing what you guys are wearing. But in addition to that, let me know what your special occasion fragrances are. I'd love to know. Drop it down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.